All right, if you're just jumping in now, the previous two videos walked through, one, what I'm looking for in a tool before I jump into using it, and two, the onboarding and registration process. All in all, we're having a great journey with this tool, and I'm super pumped to see where this is gonna go. This video is gonna look more at the granular features of what I can actually do with this product and all of the in-depth things I look for to see if a tool may be right for my team. So all in all, I created a project called Secret Project Smiley Face. There's different stages, so you can have subheadings, you can have tasks. What I want to dive into outside of this main view, which is, yes, you can assign it to people, awesome, tied to an email. You can have due dates, you can have different priority statuses, love a good color coding too. I want to see a couple different things. I've actually written them down. So I want to see, what does the timeline look like? How do subtasks look? I think that ends up being a really important thing when you're trying different tools, is not only the high level tasks, but how you make subtasks and assign those subtasks. I want to look at analytics, and then any other parts of the product that I might be surprised actually exist. Really good tools, they predict what you need before you even know you need it. So I want to see what Asana has learned from their users and what I may need in a month from now, but I don't even know I need now. So let's go back to this. Let me just see how easy it is to create a task. All right, so I can add a task here, task for testing. And then I want to just see how easy it is to drag and drop things. Okay, so let's see, that's semi-annoying. So it's interesting. When I'm highlighting over this, I see this, update select tasks. I can select due dates. Okay, got it. But what if I want to move this? So this is interesting. This is something I'm kind of confused about. Why would you hover here and have these marks if you want to move tasks this way? So I guess this is between sections. Wow, that changed everything. That was a little unexpected. Okay, let me just pause for a second. So what I was trying to do was to move tasks up and down between a section, which I assumed is how you do this there. But for some reason, I'm not able to shift those. Now, this may be just me as a user doing a dumb mistake, but it can't just be me that's doing that mistake. So in general, I think accidentally highlighting more than one tab, more than one task and moving it, maybe Asana just look at that. It's very strange, almost seemed like a bug because now it seems to be functioning the way it should. Weird. All right. Moving on from this, when I clicked in, I saw more details around the project. So let me just scooch my screen over here. Oh, changing screens. So when you click in, this is kind of nice. You have a high-level task. And you can easily be able to add people. You can assign it. You can add it to different projects here. That's cool. And I can change the stages too, which is nice. You can also add dependencies, which is really neat. So if, let's say, the pricing was dependent on the draft product, I would say that this is blocked by that. I'm sure that there's some communications later that show those blockages, which is really great. You can also add descriptions. Awesome. You can add links. Love a good link, especially if I'm doing a task and there's a document I want to link to. That's great. And then you want to add a subtasks. Okay, let's just test that. Test. All right, so I love it. It's very easy to make new tasks. You just essentially type the word and hit enter. And then each of these can have their own individual ones. Let's see. So if I want to go in, okay, so you're like in a subtask that's in a task that's in a project. So you can get quite granular on this. You can also add comments, which is cool. And if I can also add people. Okay, that's cool. So I can easily be able to add people. All right, all in all, it makes a lot of sense. It's really neat that you can nest products. Oh, and I do like that this shows up underneath it. So there's two things that has popped up, which is one, when I've created it as a dependency, that means that there's little time frame that says, hey, this is dependent on this other one. And if you hover over it, it will say waiting on one task. And then you can also see the subtasks, which is great. Okay. Very neat. What is this? Oh, I can record a video. That's cool. Just in the way that the task management is, wow, that's really cool. Let's just see this. I've never, okay, I just want to do a window. Wow, this is neat. From my days having used Asana back in the day, I don't remember them doing this. Wow, this is so cool. So let me move my face again. So down here I'm recording. This is so cool because I found myself when I was doing a lot of projects having to screen record for people in other time zones. If you have worked globally, you maybe feel me on this where we can't necessarily have a meeting because our timings are so off. So I would do a screen recording and send it as like a meeting message. So it's neat that you can do this. Let's just hit stop now. Stop recording. Wow. Okay, and then there's a connection to Vimeo, so that's neat. And then you can optimize it. You can rename it test video. Ah! Oh my God, this is so cool. You can also download it. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's very cool. Okay. Asana, I forgive you for those weird highlighting task movement things now. That is very neat. To recap, on a project, you can have these sublabels that allow you to create tasks very easily. Awesome. You can either move the task by hovering here and moving it to different sections, or you can do this button here and you can move stages here. At the beginning of the video, that must have been a weird bug going on because now it's really easy. I think maybe I was highlighting something and it was causing an issue. Super strange. Again, recapping, you can assign it, you can have a due date, you can have a priority, you can have a status, but within tasks, you can do some really neat stuff. So you can have a dependency. You can say that this is blocked by, or it's being blocked, or it's blocking another task. So that's a very neat thing to be able to do. You can change the priority, you can change the at status. This is great. Very cool. You can edit your options as well. You can have a description. You can record a video, which I love, and I did down here. How cool is that? Oh, this is neat as well. It's tracking all the different changes. So let's say you're working in a team and you're like, why is this task moved from this project to this project, or this task seems really out of date? You can see who did something in case you need to follow up with them and ask additional questions. You can make subtasks, and within those subtasks, you can have additional details and assignees and additional due dates. So depending how you want to structure this, you can really, have even dependencies for those subtasks. This is so cool. And then last but not least, this comment section is really great. So you can comment people. This is where you can add videos. You can add a comment here. You can you can stop getting notifications for tasks as well, add collaborators. Another thing too, you can like a different type of task. You can also add attachments. This is a big thing for me is when I'm working on a task. Oh, New York is going. I like to attach documents that are associated with that task so it's very easy to track. And then what's this link button? Oh, you can just copy the task link and you can just see all those. All right. What is under more actions? Oh, this is a whole other can of worms. We will go into that in the next video. All in all, the initial 30 seconds of moving task was a little bit bumpy. I'm just going to chalk that up to it being a bug. This is a very robust task tracking tool. It is definitely something that you can do in a lighter way, or you can go really deep down the rabbit hole and be able to track everything more granularly. I would say I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's really close. I almost think there's maybe too many options for tasks that you could start to get a little bit tangled in the options instead of actually getting to doing your tasks. So that's why I rated it a 9 out of 10. But the amount of features that you get is a 10 out of 10, and the overall user interface would be a 10 out of 10. I just fear that there's too many aspects that could get the majority of people tangled into that I'm not sure if this is really a tool for everybody. It maybe is more for super users, but we shall see. The next video that I do, I will go more into the things that you can do within a project. I honestly thought we could wrap that up within a video, but there's too many things that you can use, which is awesome. So I'm gonna finish that in the next video, and in the video after, I'm gonna look at more general tools within Asana. Thanks.